Hello everyone, Simon here. We're playing Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments, and I think in the last video we decided that this was a pretty good game, so let us continue. We finished one case, and now we have Riddle on the rails. I think it looks like the game is separated into a number of chapters, and each chapter is a separate case that we have to solve. Although it is possible that the cases are related in a way that the story kind of comes to it ties them all together as we play, possibly, or it could just be a series of unrelated cases. That's also possible. Either way, it seems pretty entertaining so far. Walking around, looking at clues. So this might play through the introduction again, because nope, it doesn't. All right, we go straight in. So our brother apparently has given us a case. Letters, we can take a letter. What are we taking? A harpooner's revenge, the Strand. The grotesque murder of the former Captain Peter Carey, known in private as Black Peter, has been resolved. The evidence that Scotland Yard received from a trustworthy source was more than sufficient to conclude that the murderer of Peter Carey was Pablo Coventrao, one of Carey's former harpooners. However, lawful justice could not be awarded. Coventrao was found dead of natural causes, possibly from his remorse at committing such a terrible crime. Sure. I'm sure that's what it is. Personality ranking sympathizing. Alright, so all of that is good, and this stuff we don't need to read again, but we know about them. Alright. And we don't need to look at this stuff, I don't think. Let me just ransack Watson's room, because that's the kind of person I am. Let me just jump on his bed a few times if I can. No? No, can't jump? Alright. So there's nothing in here. What are we doing except just going to the countryside? This is our luggage. Oh, I can dress up. I don't think I need to though. Alright, there's nothing here. One of these drawings, wait a minute, what is that? I can't quite tell what it is. I think there's an angel, there's some guy on a horse. There's a smaller guy on a smaller horse. I think it's Death. That might be an illustration of Armageddon, the end of the world. I don't know what that is. These are creepy drawings. Okay. Violin can't do anything with that. The dog we're just gonna leave behind and have him starve. What happens if I look at this again? It's the same thing. Okay. Nothing ever changes.
Look after Mrs. Hudson for us, Toby.
I'm pretty sure she's a grown woman who doesn't need a dog to look after her.
A map of London and the surrounding area. It could be useful.
Alright, let's talk to Watson.
Holmes, please call a cab while I pack my suitcase. We shall be late for the train.
That's okay, the train knows that we're gonna be 7 minutes late.
Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for the station.
1 week later. Wait, it takes them a whole week to get there? It takes them a whole week? Where do they go? Russia? How does it take a whole week to get to wherever it is they're going? Aren't they just going to somewhere else in the UK? Why would it take a whole week? Is the train pulled by donkeys or something? How does it take a whole week? It doesn't take a whole week to travel by train from one end of the UK to the other. Oh, hey look, fog.
What a gloomy night. It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, we should not have to wait very much longer.
Oh, are they coming back?
Yes, at last.
Are they done
Attention!
with
The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
I'll take your bags and your blasted archive suitcase.
Haha, he brought his archive.
But, Holmes, the headlight. It's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know. It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
The air's
Holmes,
kind of thick.
say something.
Quick, fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
There's nothing thin about this fog, bro.
It's too dark. Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
The next morning, very early. So this is supposed to be the end of the vacation, right? No train for you. You're in the cab. No trains allowed, guys. Oh wait, it's look outside. It's circular. It's a circular cylinder of texture going around the cab. It's not even a straight line. You can see it curving.
Well, here we are again at Evesham Station. We have a full day ahead. Let us begin our investigation.
How far are you staying from the station? Portable archives. You brought your Wikipedia with you, except back in those days Wikipedia was written on paper and therefore quite heavy. Those guys just... They don't move. Did they move? They don't move. They move a little bit. Oh, this is leaving. No, I don't want to leave. I want to look at those guys. What are they doing? One of them moves. The others don't actually move. Hey, what a nice place. Let's just go. Let's just go walking that way and just disappear into the wilderness. It's not really wilderness. It's farmland. Oh, this is nice. Nice to be out here.
Trains can't just vanish without leaving a trace. It isn't possible. Is it, Holmes?
Well, it depends which universe you're living in. There's a lot of fog, so we might expect Cthulhu to appear at some point. Alright, what's going on here? 2 trains daily for great exhibition. For the greatest without any advance payment. First class 13 shillings, second class 10 shillings, third class 3 shillings. Is there much difference between first and second? Because it's only 3 shillings difference. Railway magazine. Right, and there's like a... What is that box on the ground? Right, it's a bench. Alright, this is just a waiting area. Alright, cool. Let me just casually walk around. The walking animation is a bit doggy, like the way he... Oh, well, no, not that way. Look at the way he swings his arms. And he, like, I think he swings his head a little bit as well as he walks. It's a little bit doggy, the way he walks. Alright,
First of all, let us examine the area where the train disappeared.
Okay, fine. Evesham. Evesham. Eversham. How do you... What is that? Eversham. How would you pronounce that? Eversham? Eversham? I'm not sure. Maybe when we talk to people, they'll tell us. Ticket office. What's the time? The time is 1:10. We're supposed to be early in the morning. Whatever. It's not 1:10 right now, unless we are very far north. And there's a midnight sun going on. Waiting hall.
First of all, let us examine the area where the train disappeared.
Train service, train information, Midland Railway. Interesting. And then there's a warehouse back here. More like a bare patch of ground. Cool. Hey, look at this stuff. And there's those people just standing around. A small crane. What's in roof? Can't go into there, and this leaves. Alright, this leaves the map. Let's stop doing that. Let me just casually stroll on the railway. Oh, what's this? Hey, I can hang out back here too. Amazing. What is this? I realize I'm doing everything except what the game actually wants me to do. So there's a little rail thing, except it goes nowhere. What is this cart? There's a little rail cart thing. Don't know what that is. Remains of building.
There was a building here not so long ago.
But I don't understand, Holmes. Why would anyone destroy the shed in such a manner?
It was disassembled in great haste. It is most odd.
Disassembled? Burned? What happened to it? Maybe I can concentrate. Oh, multiple traces. I thought it'd be in the house, but there's multiple traces, or wheel traces. Heavy vehicle traces.
Traces. Let's take a closer look.
Take measurement. Measure.
The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches.
Okay.
The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep.
Is it a train?
These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials.
A large truck, but the wheels are too narrow. These are train wheels, aren't they? And aren't these
This road should lead to the town of Evesham.
Evesham? I don't know why SHAM is shum, but Evesham, apparently. Would it be the cart? Let's keep wandering around. The road leads to the town of Evesham. London, Doncaster. Jogging on the railroad, the most dangerous thing to do because... Well, maybe it's not so dangerous back then because the trains aren't as fast as they are today. Don't do this, by the way. Don't do this. Don't walk on railroad tracks. Because, you know, if a train hits you, it's not the train that's gonna hurt, right? It's you. so don't do this. Imagination talent helps you to visualize objects and events, useful in limited situations.
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
Railway sleepers.
Railway sleepers. Nothing unusual.
Empty
A discarded
bottle.
item, possibly thrown from the train.
That's rude.
There are no tracks or footprints on the ground.
Alright, no clues. Evesham rails.
The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here.
Nothing.
There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues. But then, a negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising. This investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map of the region.
Perhaps the station master could lend us one.
Alright, well, maybe Cthulhu ate the train. That's also possible. Alright, So this is the edge of the map. We can't go this way either. I really just want to go walking in the countryside, to be honest. Alright, let's shuffle back. Station Master. Hi. What's going on back here? Platform tickets 1 dime to be given up on leaving the platform. Right. No inquiries allowed. Oh, that's interesting. So does that include? That includes ferries, right? The network goes straight into Ireland. Interesting. Alright, hi. No one's here. What? Can we steal the jacket? Can we?
A
Telegraph.
telegraph.
Yes, it's a telegraph. Office table. Line Nottingham train composition. First class car, special wagon. Special wagon ordered by Mr. Robinson, second class car. Fascinating. Message to all stations. Mr. Robinson is located at Ridlington Station.
A new telegram.
I think we should meet this Mr. Robinson.
Aye, sure. Line Nottingham to London. Type train LNER number 324. Locomotive, coal car, first class car, postal wagon, special wagon ordered by Mr. Robinson, second class car. Right. And there's the picture of it.
Here is the train set.
So, okay, let's keep that in mind. So I guess the second class, or maybe the not the second class, maybe the special wagon is the thing that disappeared. Robinson is at the station. Oh, hi.
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett. You were here last night. So, you are Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
How do you know they're poor? How do you know? Alright, let's look at them. Alright. Mole. Lips. Chin. Alright, his face is not a clue. Just in case you're wondering. Full grey hair. Alright. His tie. Honorary badge. So he's been employed by the train service for a long time. Yeah, the brass buttons are not a clue. Spots of earth. Wait, didn't I... Okay, there. Wedding ring. Information about train.
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
Alright, sure. I'll take it.
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value. Those wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows. And they're fitted with a complex key lock.
All
That
right.
is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private. And it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
All right.
It appears that there was a small warehouse near your station and that it was disassembled. Why is that?
It was burgled overnight about 2 weeks ago. The police have already started their investigation, but I doubt that they'll find anything.
What was inside the warehouse?
Why do you doubt?
Nothing of value. A few 100 feet of standby rails and some spare railway parts. But it wouldn't be easy to steal all of that. Why would anyone want to?
To steal a train, of course. You need train tracks to steal a train.
I would be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please. Take the one that's pinned inside the waiting hall.
Wait, it's pinned up?
See you later, my good man.
You don't have one like a brochure that I can take? I'm gonna take the one that's actually on the wall. Oh, hey look, mail.